What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is us, your favorite internet talk show, Because of Furry. I am one of your hosts, Miles. This is my good friend, best friend, and co-host, Senior Jarrell. Round of applause.
Everything's fucking terrible.
Why is everything terrible?
Great intro. Appreciate it. Good to see you guys. No, I don't know. Fuck this mic.
It really sounds like it might not be coming from that mic again.
Yeah, I know. This is coming from the fucking camera. That's why everything's terrible.
Well, get it together.
It's not me.
You know what you should do? You should go in not during the show, but like after the show or before the show, just go in and disable that camera completely. Or disable the mic on that
nothing
camera.
will come out when it decides to switch. That's the problem.
What is up? Jarrell hides his chinlessness with a beard.
Quentin, I'm on your ass when you get back to Minnesota, nigga. I'm gonna meet you right at the Greyhound station. I'm gonna whoop your ass. A bitch nigga can't never just say what's up. What's good, Teddy?
What up, Teddy?
You see how Teddy just say what up, Quentin?
Yeah.
You
Teddy
old
just
bitch.
comes in chilling. What up?
You old bitch. Teddy, we gonna talk about the debate today, bro.
Nigga, that debate was funny. I ain't watch all of it because I can only handle too much, so much stupidity. It's why I don't really fuck with cringe shows that much, because I can only watch so much of it before I'm like, all right.
Show.
Huh?
What's a cringe show?
Like a cringe show doesn't mean it's a bad show. It just means it's cringy. The Office. The Office is a cringe show. It works on cringe humor.
I got you.
I'm like, I can watch it, but I can't binge watch it because some of the cringy shit, I just gotta pause and be like, all right, that's enough.
Yeah, man. I watched it. I was playing Warhammer. I didn't even know they had my boy Trump looking bad. Yeah, he had him looking bad. He had himself looking bad. Niggas wasn't letting him just say whatever. Niggas fact checked him, and he had to sit there and be like, you know what I'm saying? Sit in it. It's not a good time. It's not a good time when you say something crazy and don't nobody agree with you. What's good, Keisha?
It's crazy when you say some shit and people are like, wait, no, that's not true. Learn how to customize the bot. Why am I getting these?
I don't know, but you should definitely put the shirt link up.
I fixed it so we could just do ! merch, and it should do that.
All right, cool. I ain't got my shit here, but put that shit up. Make sure you guys go check out our merch page. Make sure you is that up? There we go. Make sure you go check out our merch page. Make sure you guys go look at it, give it a shout out. If you guys find anything on there that you like, make sure you go grab it for us. Let us know when you do grab it so we can give you a shout out. Thank you so much for the support. Also, if you have different ideas on things you want us to get, I know people said they want a blanket with our faces on it, so we can definitely get that done eventually.
Well, I don't know if we can get that done. That's harder. I don't think we have blanket options.
You could have let me lie. We could have talked about it later. You could have just let me lie. But
I'm sorry, I didn't want you just. I'm not gonna have you out here like Trump just sending out lies.
You could have just said that. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. Yeah, just let us know if you guys want some extra stuff, and then we'll figure it out.
Also, if you don't really want to buy some, but you still want to help out the show, we do have a tip page where you can just go ahead, tip us a little bit of money, $5, $2, whatever you got that you want to help us out with. All of it goes back into the show. We appreciate it all.
Yes. As you can see, my microphone situation is still a bitch, so that'll probably be
sounds better.
Nah, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the cord or what, but we'll figure it out from there. Wait, the immigrants are eating cats, moving, eating our pets. That's where he lost America. Let me tell you what, bro. Yeah,
out loud.
That for sure. I think he also when she called him out, it was a perfect bait too. when she said, "Hey man, I implore y'all to go to his Trump rallies. You'll hear him never talk about you, but you'll see people leaving because they get bored of hearing him talk about the same shit." And then he then spent the next, instead of, I forgot what they were talking about. I think they were talking about immigration, but instead of him battling that point, he continued to battle how people go to his rallies, and that's what she called him lacking. And yeah, man, it's interesting to see somebody not be mentally capable of the job that they're interviewing for yet again. You feel me? And
he got the job at one point.
But he got the job off of pure racism, bro. You can't tell me it wasn't because he was an intellectual. It wasn't because he had some policies in order that, you know what I'm saying, niggas was like, oh, this shit is going to be good. He got the job for being likable by a lot of people, or interesting to a lot of people, and he got the job off of racism. And then they got him in there, and then they were like, oh no, this isn't really what we wanted. You feel me? A lot of, like we said last week, a lot of things did get credited to him, but it got credited to him in spite of him. He wasn't with the shits that really help people out, whether it be the what's it called? The not recession money. What was it?
Oh, the pandemic money?
Yeah, whether it be the pandemic money or the legislation that let people be okay during that time. Again, you got to remember, he was the last one to be like, hey, let's close everything down. He was trying to fight that because of the economy. And then when it came time to give money out, he wasn't really with that. So, again, man, you really realize, and that's what I was thinking about today, man, is like, even with him doing that, even with him standing up there and sounding like a jackass, there's still people who are going to go cast their vote for him. And you got to, I don't know if you ever played Marvel vs. Capcom, like Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom, but they had this thing called X Factor. And when you getting your ass beat, you can pop that shit and it gives you, like, it makes you stronger and faster and shit. And that's what racism is. It's a giant X Factor for when everything else fails you. You can lean on that. And that's what he has to do. And that's what this is really going to be interesting to see, is if racism could just carry him through. If people going, we'd rather, and racism and sexism, excuse me, because again, he's going up against a woman. So if he can just ride that wave of, we don't want a woman president and we don't want a colored woman president all the way in, this is really going to be interesting to see. But yeah, man, from the dog shit,
I think
oh, go ahead.
That's a big one that I think people are still going to be like, I voted for Trump because I didn't want an ethnic woman president or just a woman president. I think we still have some people like that.
Oh yeah.
And they're going to vote for Trump only because of that. Not because they really want him, but they just don't want the other person.
Exactly, bro. Or it's
what happened when we put him against a white man. It worked out.
It's been very disheartening to see. Man, dude, like that's gonna help me jump into another subject too. But it's been very disheartening to see people who I never would have gone. Is that you?
Yeah, that was me.
Okay. I was about to say, is my shit breaking down?
We said ethnic.
Yeah. First of all, she's Caribbean, so I don't like. I guess is that not black? I guess I don't know.
She's ethnic. I just put it as she's ethnic. She also wanted to call him a motherfucker multiple times in that debate. She literally said, "This president."
But oh yeah, but just seeing the people pop out and go against what Camilla is and everything like that, or continue to push forward a narrative that she wasn't for the people, or that she was adamantly against black men without doing the proper research needed to point to those things. It's been really sad to see the people speak up about that. Namely, like Lil Duval. And again, I would never fucking go to Lil Duval for political situations. I go to that nigga to laugh. I go to that nigga for an old nigga talking.
I don't go to celebrities, period, to know what they're like. They live a completely different life than me.
Even then, though, they then, but the trade-off with that is while I personally don't think that they've done the research or done enough to qualify themselves as the people to have these opinions, they still have a following of people who are very like-minded of them. So when you put that bullshit out there and you and your like-minded people start latching on to that shit, that's when we get problems. That's when this shit don't go right. And it's been real disheartening to see that shit, man. But again, it's only from people who have no real I know you didn't do the research needed to say the shit that you're saying. So why the fuck are you saying it? You feel me? And it's been real irritating to see that shit, top to bottom. Shake your ass on stage, and what do you want me to do? I can't do nothing about that. You feel me?
You want the youth vote? You go for the youth. You go for the youth vote.
What do you mean? That's what you do. That's the game. Like, that's what you're supposed to do. But again, Meg didn't come out there and start talking about fucking immigration policies and how she feels about that. Meg came out there to do what Meg do: shake ass, get people who are younger or people who aren't tuning in for Kamala Harris, excuse me, I keep calling her Kamala Harris, to get eyes on her. That's the whole game. So I ain't tripping on that, you know what I'm saying? That's what you're supposed to do. If you shake ass, why would I have you talk about taxes? That's not what you're here for. Shake your ass.
Can you imagine a stripper start talking to you about your tax policies?
Oh my God, bro. I go to a strip club, I hand you a 20 for a lap dance, and you start talking about tariffs? Bitch, what? Shake your ass. What the fuck?
Do we just equate Meg Thee Stallion to a stripper?
But since I don't have a choice, I mean, she do stripper shit sometimes. Keisha, my question to you is why don't you want to vote for Camilla? Especially as a woman of color yourself. I do find that interesting. Camilla's actual views are. Again, she has like she said in the debate, she's really focused on trying to re-up on small businesses and give them the tax breaks that they haven't really had as of late. If you really want to look at the heart and soul of both of their campaigns, it's, I mean, I want to say the heart and soul, because Trump is really just running off of whatever phobia or isms that America has been based off of. That's pretty much what he's pushing forward. But what he says his plans is, what do you say? He has concepts of plans. They were like, yo, what's your business plan? Well, I got concepts of plans. Yeah, what are they? Well, when I get in, let me, you know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here. But anyway, she's really focused on building up smaller businesses for Americans, for people to go into business for themselves, to get the tax breaks needed to go into business for themselves and be successful. Because against more small businesses, more money getting pulled in, more people making money, more people spending money. So it's a whole cycle with that. Whereas Trump necessarily, it's almost Reaganomics. It's pretty Reaganomics, honestly. I'm gonna give tax breaks to the richer people. Let them figure it out. I'm gonna go ahead and wait, they ain't eating my cat. Hilarious. He's gonna, what was it? Tax breaks for bigger corporations. He was, what was it? Tax breaks for bigger corporations. It was another major one. I can't remember off the top of my head. Tax breaks for bigger corporations, and I mean, obviously the regular Republican stuff of cutting certain benefits and everything like that. Oh, and then funneling our power, or funneling a lot more money into older businesses, whether it be the coal business, whether it be the fossil fuel business, things of that nature. Those are the two big things that he's really been pushing outside of the abortion bans and shit like that. So those are pretty much the two differences.
When I looked at the tax plan, because I looked at the tax plan based on like brackets and shit, and hers was a little bit better, just a tiny bit better for smaller, like lower income. But like the real difference you saw is when you got to the higher percentage, like higher income, and like the taxes they give to the higher percentage is crazy difference, because what it boiled down to is Camilla was basically having the people making a lot of money be I'm here, but I ain't touching this with a 10-foot pole. Well, I'm glad you're here, Paul.
I respect it, you know.
I respect it. It looked like she was basically charging the fuck out of, like, once you start making a ton of money, that's when it starts hitting your tax bracket more, or your taxes more, versus Trump, where you could still be making money when you're in the higher echelons. Tax breaks was there. Blueby, Vic, what is?
Good seeing y'all, brothers.
You know, now that people are here, I want to take a small break and just say, the episode of Lemon Pepper Pod with us in it is officially out. You probably saw it on the Facebook page or on my Instagram or something, but I'm telling you, it is 40 minutes of solid gold. That shit was so goddamn funny. I was thinking about watching a clip here with y'all just to like show y'all what a little taste of it. We might do it later on, but the shit is funny. I recommend you go check it out. It's the Lemon Pepper Podcast. They have a YouTube channel and they post up good shit. So check them out. Check the episode out.
Shout out to Pratik and the rest of them boys over there. Thank y'all for inviting us on, man. That was a good time. It was about 2 hours of us just talking shit.
It was about 2 to 3 hours of us talking shit that got condensed down to 40 minutes. And honestly, it's 40 minutes of actual gold. It is funny as shit. We'll watch a little bit of it later on.
What's up, Gal? Thank you so much for popping back in. Missed you. Wait, real quick. Keisha, she answered the question. I haven't gotten a chance to read it, though. Wanted to visit her websites that she said she was running. They didn't have anything as vice president. She didn't do anything for the people. She keeps changing her views, etc. All right, so two things. One, because that's been the biggest thing against her is people being like, well, you didn't do anything as vice president. What the fuck has any vice president ever fucking done? Except for step up when the other president got shot or died or had to step down due to lying to the people. Like, the vice president's whole job is to just be in waiting. You're basically a backup quarterback. All right. We don't need you to win no games. You just gotta be here. So I never understood that. I never understood people being like, well, you didn't do anything as vice president. You're not supposed to do anything. If you're doing something, that means the president is in distress and some shit went down. So I get you on that one. Now the changing of reviews, now I'm with you on that one. Because that's my personal issue with her, is the whole situation with Israel and Palestine and everything like that. I don't really want to jump into the deep dive of that whole thing, but I think she realized that the people who were voting for her did not like her handling of giving Israel guns and aid and everything like that to continue the attack on Palestine. And because of that, I feel like she has to do a lot of backtracking and tap dancing around that. So that I give you on the changing of views. But everything else, I don't really know if she's changed her view on anything. If you do find something, just let me know. But yeah, that's the one thing I do 100% agree with you on. But again, like we said last week, a politician's job is to lie. All right, that's the whole thing. We're trying to get you to give us. They're trying to get you to get you to give them your vote. So they'll say whatever the fuck you want to hear, as long as you end up voting for them. What else? Wait, hold on. Yeah, everybody's talking today. It's good hearing from you guys, man. Wait. Bro, I just saw that, yo. Do you really believe Trump will really stop taxing overtime? Nick, that nigga ain't got the power to do that shit, bro. The nigga can't do this shit. That's what I'm saying. This nigga just get to go on stage and unfact checked with no game plan on how to do this shit, just saying wild shit. You can't do that. Now, if he wants to decrease a tax, maybe, but I don't know how he would get that going and get that signed into order and everything like that. But you can't not tax overtime. But what the fuck are you talking about? But let's just say he do. Let's just say for shits and giggles he does, and then people are working and getting their fucking money up, bro. His job is still to tax the fuck out of you, bro. Like, unless your job is to, I don't know, unless you're making over that, what was it? I think it was 80 million, 70 million. I don't know how much he needed, but you're getting fucked anyway in taxes. I don't understand it. No, you can't do that. Oh my god, you just be saying shit, bro. And you know what, Miles? I'm happy that we got to that point. Wait, are you here? Are you listening to shit? You getting shit ready?
Yeah, I'm getting shit ready. My bad.
That's fine. That's fine. Because I needed a second. Hey guys, listen. Through these last 2 election cycles have made me understand that what I thought a president needed to be is wrong. I thought you needed to be stoic. I thought you needed to be somebody that people could look to you in a time of trouble. Somebody that the world would see as a respectable person who they could get behind or rally behind if a cause were to go down. And we don't fucking need that, you know? We don't need that at all. You don't need that to be fucking president. And I started looking at the rules of what being a president is. And you just got to be an American citizen. You have to live here for 14 years, and you got to be 35. Unfortunately for me, I won't be able to run for president this cycle. Plus, I'm in it too late. But in 2029, guess what, guys? I might be going ahead throwing my name in that bitch. You feel me? Do I know? Do I have any foreign policies? No. Do I know anything about tariffs and taxes? No. But I can hire people for that. All right. My job would be to just give y'all the real, honest truth, like I do all the fucking time.
Oh
be
shit!
The best version of me. Be somebody that y'all can lean on when you don't know what the fuck is going on, and we can get this shit popping. So again, in 2029, look for my name on the fucking ballot. Trump has to do is manage to soil the diaper, and he did fine. Oh, he shit himself all day.
Meanwhile, his opponent had better have a 4-year plan written out, not mess up a single statistic, and have a complete clean pass. You're not wrong there, Paul.
Hey, man, that's the story of being colored in America, bro. You got to be perfect at all times just to be okay.
I think it's an opponent, period. Like, it don't matter who that is. They got to be perfect,
bro. Joe Biden was nowhere near perfect, bro, during his whole run. The problem with it was people were so exhausted.
I don't trust a chinless politician.
I hate that nigga. Oh my god. Hold on.
Oh, that was getting a star for today. You're just
quitting. Let me tell you something, Quentin. You raggedy bitch. I hate everything about you. I hate your grit-smelling clothes. I hate your nappy hair. I hate your ashy skin. I hate everything you stand for in life, you raggedy bitch. Nobody should have a Q in their name. It's fucking dumb. Thank you so much, Bluey. And I already got one person voting for you.
Oh my god.
Joe Biden looked like he was on methadone. He wasn't mentally fit, and that's my point, y'all. That's my point. I thought you had to be competent. You don't. You just gotta be a person. I'm a person, and I'm competent. All right? I can answer questions. What do you want to know? We could get this shit popping. Like I said, do I know all the ins and outs out the job? No, but I can hire niggas for that, and they'll give you the answer. You don't need to know that shit.
Remember when we had this discussion? You was like, I think you would make a good politician, Miles. And I said, I think you would. And you're like, nah. Now look at you. Jarrell for president. You keep muting yourself, dog.
Oh shit. You hear me? Can you hear me now?
Okay. Yeah, but it swapped back to your other mic.
All right. Oh my god, this shit is ghetto. I hate it here. Hold on, I got you. Give me 1 second, y'all.
The dedication this man The dedication this man to change his name on a weekly basis to something in regards to Jarrell has me cackling. Yeah, every week.
Because,
Every week.
bro, I'm friends with a lot of bitch ass niggas who don't know how to just say, "Hey, we miss you, Jarrell. What's going on, Jarrell? What's poppin'?" I'm friends with a bunch of hoes, and instead of quitting, just being like, "What's poppin', Jarrell?" He has to find a new way to be a bitch every week, but that's fine because I'm trying to tell y'all some real shit. And much like the devil, he's coming in here trying to distract you. What's poppin', y'all?
What up, Gallo?
Joe Budden rocks the green line. Why is that funny? There's no reason for that to be funny, but it's funny. But anyway, 2029. Look for my name on the ballot.
No, I did not want to do this right now. This is different than what we used to do. Sorry. We used to just like prep it up so we could just slide it in, but we can't do that anymore, it looks like.
She doesn't have to be perfect for me, but I can see that point of view for others. But man, I wish we have some new running period. But hell, Camilla, 2024, 2025. I feel it. I do think after this voting cycle, if Tim, well, depending on her presidency, if she wins and how good that goes, there could be a double run at or a triple run at Democratic presidents because she would have her first term, her second term, and then Tim Walz would either walk in or I always thought AOC would be a really good vice president. Like I always thought her and I really wish that she was running with Bernie Sanders. But the problem with Bernie was niggas didn't want to vote for him because he was old, which surprise, surprise, look how that fucking worked out. And that nigga was so far radical left that it just wasn't going to work out for niggas, bro. Unfortunately. But I felt like he was the best fucking option. The closest person that we have to that is AOC. But AOC was just too young. You just couldn't run yet. But by the end of Camilla's first run, I think AOC would be up. And then, like I said, depending on Camilla's presidency and then how that her first term goes, what the pulse of America is at that point, what we're dealing with, she could go ahead and get her 2 terms done, and then the new body in would either be Tim Walz and AOC or AOC running, depending on Tim Walz.
Fam, if you can't make sure your mic is working, how are you gonna make sure this country is working?
You know what I'm saying? You gotta go to the people. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't be talking over the internet. And on top of that, I would have a lot more money to deal with these situations.
Oh yeah, like we probably could get this mic situation working if you tipped on our tip page or bought some merch on our merch page. Right. If you just hit that exclamation merch or exclamation tip, I'm not pressuring you or nothing.
No, because you're right. The best way to make sure your campaign is good is by having money. And you know how we get money? Through the people who vote for us. So Miles, go ahead and put the link for our merch back up right there. Go ahead and get that popping, baby. And we'll get that to it. Well, now we issue with the Jewish man as president. Maybe, but you know, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying I even disagree. I don't think that was the necessary problem with Bernie. I think the problem with Bernie was Hillary was a bigger name for her time. And then when Trump came, it was the same situation of, oh shit, we need a familiar face to ride behind. And then that's how Joe got in. That's because he was rocking with Obama the whole time. Because again, nobody gave a fuck about Joe Biden, bro. Nobody gave a when Joe Biden got announced as vice president, niggas was like, what the fuck?
You also don't have to pay for anything as president. What? So most of that is just
Hey, y'all, I don't need the money. I don't need the money. I'm broke with y'all. We out here. You feel me? I'm just trying to make sure you would never not know what's going on. All right. I would make sure y'all would be in the know. We probably wouldn't have the show going on, but we would do something like the show, and it would be in a State of the Union type situation, and y'all can just ask me questions about shit. We can figure it out from there. We're still in the infancy stages, but trust me, I got y'all, man. I really think I can be all right. I don't know who my vice president would be. I don't think Miles would you be? I don't know. Would you want to be down?
Yeah, I'd be down for being vice president.
We gotta get your skeletons out the closet though. I don't want niggas popping up.
There's too many skeletons in my closet.
You gotta get that shit off the street.
Look. But see, that will make me seem human, and people be like, I understand.
No.
And now we got votes.
No, you wouldn't. No, and I would love to believe that with you too, but we would have to be perfect.
Yeah, no, we definitely would, and we're not.
Yeah,
well, I'm not. I don't know about you. I'm not. You are the son of a pastor, so you already got like.
I'm in there, baby.
You in there, baby.
Votes. I can go tell.
As long as your enemies don't remember you, and your Twitter account gets deleted.
I don't think I say anything too crazy on Twitter. It's just
I've seen you say some mean things to people on Twitter about football.
I've never told. No, I've never said that. Nothing crazy.
Quitting for VP.
Not a day in my black life.
That's wrong. The president of the United States makes $400,000 a year.
Yeah, once you become president, the two biggest perks is that they give you a house wherever you want, and you always get Secret Service and transportation wherever you want. So,
I don't think I would want that kind of fame where I couldn't just go out and do shit.
You can go out and do shit now. You like doing it?
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah.
I like doing that shit.
All right. Let's swap gears a little bit. I think we'll show this little clip real quick and we can talk about it. This is an episode that we did with the Lemon Pepper podcast where we did they call it a race war, but it was really a race tier list. And it wasn't just normal races like black, white, Mexican, Asians. It was all tier lists. So fantasy races were involved. We got elves, we got satyrs, we got a bunch of shit. I'm gonna show you this clip because I found it funny. And if you don't, it's just not your humor. But I found this funny.
I don't know what clip you about to put, and I haven't seen this. So.
You haven't seen this, but you were in it. So, all right, here we go.
Hey man, shout out to my friends who be sending me messages while they watch me on this show.
I love when I get messages when I'm watching this or when I'm live, and there's people in the chat. Like they'll be in the chat and they'll still.
What am I supposed to watch this, my nigga?
All right.
Up next we have just Mexico.
Why is it not?
It up.
Yeah, it's not playing sound.
I can hear it, but it's not loud.
Mexicans, just regular
yeah.
Mexicans.
It's not loud.
Is that better? It's not loud.
No.
Hold on.
You know what I'm saying? My presidency wouldn't have these problems, dog. We get this shit cleared up.
Is that better?
Up next we have
no, it's still low. Can y'all hear it? I can't hear it, but I'm in the studio. Can y'all hear it?
Yeah, is that loud for you guys? Can y'all hear that? I'm not gonna press play until people say something because I can't turn it up anymore on my end. It's still low.
Yeah, it's low as fuck. I turn the music off.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's any like audio thing that I can turn up.
I say play through your microphone if you can.
I don't think it'll pick up, but I could try. If I do that, I have to turn the sound off. One more try.
Up next we have just Mexicans,
That's
just
better.
regular Mexicans. No, I think Mexicans are very highly adaptive people. I might be a little biased.
No, I could agree with that. They're hardworking.
Upper A for sure.
You need to put them a one down on B tier because you got to build that wall. So,
which funny enough, the elves would probably be the one building the wall.
yeah.
No, I feel like the MAGA comparison is perfect for the elves. I feel like that's their relationship.
Elves would definitely vote for Trump.
Yeah,
that's all we're saying.
I love the food. I love the culture. I love the food. I love the culture.
It's a beautiful culture.
It's a beautiful culture. It's a beautiful people.
But the cartel.
Oh shit, yo, Brian brings up a good point though.
That shows that they have ingenuity as a people.
I think B tier is a good
B?
point. Yeah, I don't think they're centaur level.
We got dwarves next. Is that dwarves?
I think.
All right, that's the clips I wanted to show y'all of them us voting on Mexicans.
Yeah, shout out to them boys. They funny, man.
Yeah, that is funny as shit. Honestly, the whole episode goes off. It's funny as fuck. There's funnier moments. Yeah. Me and Jarrell tried voting black people as A tier. I think we got them in the A tier, but we couldn't get them into S.
I tried to get them in the S. I remember like actively. I remember they used Lil Wayne as a representative for all black people.
They did. They did use Lil Wayne's picture for black people.
That shit was wild. But shout out to them boys. Shout out to Lemon Pepper Pod. They got a lot of really good episodes.
At the end, we do Master Race. It's not. I bet you couldn't guess who it is.
I forgot.
Yeah, we do pick a Master Race at the end. I wasn't happy with the Master Race, but I accepted it. It's fine. But that's that episode. Go check them out. It is funny as fuck. And really it helps us out because you boost their shit, which boost our shit, and now we're all growing. So Jarrell, I'm gonna ask you a question for the next topic, which is, let's put the music back on for this one. Yeah. But when it comes to relationships and you're talking to somebody, not even a relationship, when you're Puerto Ricans, I don't think Puerto Ricans were in that list. I think we just went Mexicans and just counted that for I didn't make the list. Let's just throw that out there. I did not make this list.
Yeah, we had no hand in the shit that got on there, fam.
No hand. We did not get every race. We got most of, or some of them. Like, we got black people. We didn't get Africans and Somalians. We just got black people. So y'all gotta, Puerto Ricans gotta settle under the Hispanic tier. Even though you're not Hispanic, you're Latino. I don't know. Anyways, Jarrell. Say you are. Yeah, I'm fumbling. Say you're talking to a girl.
Oh my god! All right, what's up?
And say you're talking to a girl, and she ends up being like, you're talking to her, getting to know her, and she has a strong opinion on a certain thing that you don't really have a strong opinion on, but you do lean one way. Is that a deal breaker for you? And so, like, one of my examples is like, would it be? I lean hard. I used to lean softly one way. Yeah, I used to lean softly this way. I used to lean softly to, like, I don't believe in horoscopes. But it didn't stop me from talking to a girl that fully believed in horoscopes. Have you come across that situation where, like, you got hit with your hope, like, wrong on some shit that you barely cared about?
So, no, because, like, it's not that we agreed on everything. It's just that the things that we didn't agree on were, like, hard no's for both of us. So it wouldn't have worked, and then we would have left. But, like, I don't know.
Do you think all your no's are, like, hard no's? Space racist. Yeah, no, I took that stance very soon after because, like, I realized, I'm like, all right, this is dumb. Space racism is dumb.
Hilarious. Again, we talk about this all the time on the show. Is my whole thing about about bathroom situations and things like that. Like I think that's my hardest line.
But what's the soft no you have, like or a soft yes you have that you really don't really care too much about?
It's funny that you asked me this too, because I was looking at this TikTok of this woman who was dressed and this like dress and her back is out and dress was like low cut and it was hugging her ass. She looked good, but she was on the phone with her dude, and her dude was like, "Hey, yo, take that shit off." And I was thinking, like, would I ever get to a point of telling my woman to take some shit off? And I didn't come here to police no goddamn body, fam. Like, I don't want to have to do this shit, you know? But, like, if my girl go outside with her titties out, am I going to feel it? And I don't mean, like, titty low cut. I mean out. Titties out. Nipples is out for the world. I don't know, man. I don't want to think about me having to tell some woman what she can and cannot do. That's not my fucking job. But also, I don't want my girl titties out. So, I don't know if that's a hard or soft line for me. But I've never dealt with a girl who wanted her titties out. So this hasn't been a problem for me. You feel me? I think like the hardest thing for me is like, would I mess with a girl who's a Cowboys fan? Because bitch, not in my house. What do you mean?
So that's a hard no for you.
Nigga, what? I'm not watching that shit.
I'm not watching that shit.
You fucking crazy? No, nigga, no. So like maybe that. But like even that, if certain things are good enough, I'm willing to be like, we can make arrangements. But I don't know.
All right, so like, is red meat a hard yes for you? Like, what if she was like, I don't eat red meat. I'll eat chicken.
What that got to do with me?
If she's cooking for you, it'll never be red meat.
Nigga, I can't make a steak. Did my hands get cut off? Like, we'll be cool. This shit don't bother me. I be telling you.
That's what. She's a hard no, and you were like, eh.
Yeah, I don't care, bro. I'm so easy to deal with some shit. If I'm saying no, it's diabolical. If she's running around like, hey, by the way, I randomly punch babies in the face. Well, I don't think we can compromise on that, bitch. Think I'm gonna have to go. Like,
I was presented with one where I was just like, I'm not gonna say what it is, but it was just like, for me, it was Mexicans are the ultimate Hispanic.
What's good, bro?
Yo, it was. Did I stop sharing? I thought I did. My bad. Yeah, I'm not gonna say exactly what it was, but it was just presented to me with like, no, I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it.
I'll say it.
Huh?
Type it to me. I'll say it because I don't know. I really don't know.
But I'll tell you later. But I'm not telling the world what my stance on certain things.
What we doing? What we doing? First of all, we gotta. My presidency is ran off of honesty. All right, if you're gonna be my vice president, we gotta tell the truth, my nigga.
Is lying by omission lying?
Yes, nigga. What? So you won't tell a girl to cover up her titties, but tell her to take off her Cowboys jersey. Vic, as long I swear to you right here, right now, when I used to work at Greyhound and people used to come in Cowboys hats or shirts or jackets, I would go up to them and be like, hey, by the way, you got to take that off. And sometimes they would get that it's a joke, but sometimes they would think I'm dead ass serious. I remember one dude I told, hey, man, you got to take that jacket off. He had a Cowboys jacket. I told him it was the middle of winter, too. I told him, hey, brother, you got to take your Cowboys jacket off. He was like, oh, okay, no problem. I was like, and you got to put it on the floor. He was like, oh, okay. And he put his jacket on the floor. Then I was like, you got to stomp on it. And then that's when he realized it was a joke. But I'm not fucking around.
You just kept going?
Shout out to my nigga E. I wish he was here. I told him, I should have called. It was late. But shout out, me and my nigga E was from New York, and I'm from Philly. So he's a Giants fan, and I'm an Eagles fan, and they both hate the Cowboys. So we used to terrorize people. Now I was joking, but you think I'm finna come home and from a long day at work try to cuddle with my girl and she put a Cowboys blanket on my body? Ew, the fuck out of here. No, we're not doing that. Anyway, are you stuck? No, because I really want to hear what you guys say.
I don't want... All right. had to deal with child rearing. And
Child rearing? What are you?
Yeah,
what, a horse
like-
wrangler? What the fuck?
no, like how to handle it or discipline a child.
Oh,
And-
like you don't want to beat your like she didn't want to beat her kids, and you wanted to, you're not okay with it to a certain extent.
Yeah, I'm okay with it to a certain extent once they're of a certain age and they like.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
man.
okay with it, but she's
Yeah.
completely not. And like, I'm like, I've been approached with that, and I'm like, I'm cool with it as long as I don't ever have to get to that level. But once I do, I don't know what to do anymore. Do I
Okay.
like?
I see what you're talking about. Yeah, but I feel like those are hard lines because those are literally. I think. Can I ask you that the person you were talking with, was she black or white?
She was mixed.
She was mixed. I ain't gonna hold you. I would love to think that me, like, soft talking to a child was more than enough for them to understand like what I'm trying to get through to them. However, like I go back to my childhood, and I'm not gonna hold y'all. Sometimes I needed to get punched in the chest, man. Like it was just shit that I was doing that my parents had to be like, we gotta beat your ass, and I get that. And like I'll tell you one story. The only time my mom ever like hit me like a hood nigga, like hit me, was when she found out that I was playing in the street. You feel me? Like I don't know who snitched on me. You ain't shit for snitching on me, but I appreciate you for snitching on me. You ain't shit for snitching on me. But yeah, man, I was running in and out the street while cars were passing, on like waiting for my school bus for school, and she found out about that shit, fam. And I got home, she found out, and my mom cold cocked the shit out of me, fam. Knocked my shit loose. However, Jarrell don't play in the street no more. So, like, what do you mean?
That's what I'm getting, because like I know at a certain age, I know I knew better, but I still would do things because I didn't like. I was just like, fuck the consequences. Consequences is just talking. So I'm just gonna go and do this. And then it wasn't talking. The consequence wasn't talking. And I was like, oh, I'm never doing this shit again because it could be much worse.
Right, bro. And that's the other thing too, is like,
And-
oh, go ahead.
But that's what I mean. Like I know that happens, and I don't see. Me personally, I don't see gentle parenting handling it well. I don't think whoopings are the answer all the time. I think I was whooped way too much.
Yeah, there's a line between like a discipline.
There's a line, and I think there's a line between discipline and like aggression, and I think that I got like when I was growing up, it was definitely crossed a couple of times. But also, I think some of the times was like, yeah, I understood. And I don't see how complete gentle parenting is going to handle that. So, yeah.
I go back to a Chris Rock stand-up where he was talking about how having a son is a lot tougher than having maybe a daughter, and especially having a black son is tougher. Because there's some lessons that we don't get afforded the luxury of learning twice. So you got to get shit hammered into you that, hey, fam, this is your one chance. Because even a slight slip up could derail your whole life like that. So that's why I'm a little bit different. That's why I asked you about the race question of being like, well, you feel me? Because again, I understand it, fam. I understand, like, I had to watch one of my homies like go to jail for life behind him fucking with the wrong people, fam. And he ain't getting out. Like niggas never leaving, bro. And I think about that all the time. Like, there's some lessons that you gotta be like, hey, when I tell you don't fuck with these people, you either don't fuck with these people because I said you don't fuck with these people, or you don't fuck with these people out of the fear of me beating your ass, because me beating your ass is way less than the consequences of fucking with these people can get you. You feel me? It's hard to, but like I said, man, there's a line between abuse and beating. But all of it's going back to the subject that you were saying, where those are hard lines. I think those are hard lines. I don't really think that's a soft line. I think like a soft line is like, hey, like your girl don't want you to come home after 1:30 in the morning. You feel me? Some shit like that.
I took it as I was only partially in the like I believe in whooping things. I believe that you should be able to talk to a kid and get them out of a lot of situations. But it's the situations where talking doesn't work, where I'm okay going past a certain line. They are just hard no on it. And I'm like, I'm okay with it. If they never cross that line and they listen when we like actually talk to them and like explain it out and like do everything the gentle parenting way and it works, cool, I'm cool with it.
Right.
It's
and that's
when
what
it
you would
doesn't.
hope. That's what you would hope. You would hope that you got that type of relationship with your child to where you can talk them down and they have an understanding, bro. But again, I can't hold no kid to any higher standard than I was living through. And I know there was shit that my parents was telling me that I'm just not gonna listen to y'all. Like, you know what I'm doing. So sometimes you gotta get punched, man. I'm not saying it's okay, but it's just you don't get a lot of times you don't get. I know for me, and I know for the kids that I probably will never have, but may have, they won't get a lot of second chances just based off of where we live and how the setup is. So I gotta teach you these lessons. I don't want to abuse you because that's wrong. But I also don't think that me not, you know what I'm saying, me being like, okay, is going to solve any problems. But again, going back to the main topic of like soft shit, I don't know, man. I don't know. Well, what would you do if you're like, you got a girl and she's like, well, I'm coming in at the house at 3:00 in the morning. Or like with you, not even with that example, with you like being like, hey, when I make you dinner, I need you here at this time. You feel me? You don't think if a conversation was had, there would have been any leeway with that? You could have been like, all right, I get it.
I feel like a conversation can be had because that's not a hard line for me. It's a soft one for me in my head. If I bring it up and I'm like, hey, this bothers me, and the actions continue, that's no longer like now it's just not. I don't think that's a line anymore. That's just something that's an issue.
Yeah.
But like, I don't bring it up, and it's just like a soft line for me. If I don't ever bring it up, I'm not gonna get fully upset at them. I'll be upset at myself, being like, "Why am I mad at this dumb thing when it's not really that big of a deal?" I wanted to get to some of these comments. Grace said, "Maybe you don't believe you have the authority." LOL. Well, if it's my kid, I feel like I would have the authority, but like if I'm a step parent, I definitely don't have the authority, in my opinion. That's a drawback of being a step parent. You don't have end authority. You are the vice president of this kid.
All right, first of all, take you out of bounds. That's funny as fuck. Listen, bro, none of them niggas like Joe Jackson though. like he did beat him to greatness, but also he was none of them niggas fuck with him. All right, and all the other shit that he was doing. So man, but that's funny as fuck, bro. That's hilarious.
Remember when we this week? Was it?
Greg, what did you mean when you said this though? I wanted to get to it earlier, but maybe you don't believe you have an authority. You know, like I don't believe
he said that when. Yeah, he said that when we were talking about, like, I didn't think gentle parenting would handle certain situations.
Bro.
So I'm thinking he's saying I don't have the authority to, like, or I don't think I have the authority to just be able to talk to the kid for them to understand is what I took it as.
My thing is, like, that's also my problem, too. I don't think it's the authority thing. It's just, like, logic wins a lot with me. Like, I got one, maybe two defenses on some shit. If you get past both of them, hey man, you know, you come at me with some combative shit, you got it, you know.
Are they rich?
Rich
it's funny, bro. It's so funny that this is the second time. I think it's this week, maybe in 2 weeks, that Joe Jackson has come up. I used it in the argument with Yato when we were saying how his daughter is the right mix to be a good golfer.
We did.
And he was like, I don't golf, so how's she gonna be great? And I'm like, Joe Jackson didn't sing?
I forgot. I forgot about that. Hey man, shout out to my little niece too. Since we talk about kids and shit, man. She did something for my life that I'll never be able to repay. Like,
we ain't talking about beatings.
I'm not finna go in here like Floyd with this baby, but
put him up.
I'm not finna do that with no child. I would hope he had the respect enough for me to be like, I'm not finna fight him. You feel me? Oh, ain't no way. But
no, little nigga. You want to run down the street while you running these hands?
That's crazy, bro. If I saw a parent squaring up with their child, I don't know what I would do. I don't want to jump in and ask
very
for
racist comment about golf.
I did say that. I do want to let y'all know I made a note of that when it happened, but I was ignored. So it does not.
I don't even remember how it was
right.
Up.
So he wasn't wrong. So I couldn't say nothing. That's funny as shit, dude.
I don't remember how it was brought up, but I was just like, she could be good at golf.
I think I asked her about like doing gymnastics. Because she said gymnastics wasn't a sport.
Yeah. He was like,
we were just talking about shit.
She don't like sports. We're like, you don't know what she like.
You've never been exposed to it. But shout out to her, man. We were hanging out for Miles' birthday, and she ended up coming along and hanging out with us. And I was just trying to watch the Eagles game and be a good friend, but she wasn't trying to have that. And that was the moment I realized that, yeah, man, kids is for niggas who don't care. And I care. Kids is for niggas who can just put their all.
Because Keith's a very caring man.
Because he can put his all into the baby. You feel me? He doesn't have a day out of the week where he's like, get the fuck away from me, please, unless you're about what's happening right now. I have that for a couple of months out the year. And I don't care. Listen, I love you more than love itself. I want nothing but your happiness, and I'll get it done. But for 4 months, 5 months out the year, I really need you to get away from me unless you're on the type of time I'm on. You feel me? And that helped me realize that. And I'll never be able to thank her for that lesson. Because I don't have it in me, man. And I appreciate that.
I mean, you watched the Eagles game at my house. You spent most of the time watching the Eagles game while chilling with me on my birthday. You talked to me in between, like during commercials.
If you don't understand how much love that took for me to do that and how deep I fuck with you, because I didn't want to show up. You know, I kept asking you, and you didn't get back to me in the allowed time. I asked you 3 days before it, and you didn't say anything. I asked you 2 days before it. I asked you the day before, the day of. But yeah,
it really feels like Bray is like a few minutes behind.
Oh, okay, I got you. It's not an authority thing. Nigga, I didn't come here to police no woman, bro. I didn't come here to tell you what to do. You think that's what I want to spend my fucking time doing, bro? No. My whole job when I'm in a relationship is to find not my job, but my whole mindset when I'm in a relationship with somebody is to find somebody whose goals align with mine, whose mindset aligns with mine, and then try to make this life shit work as best as we can together, fam. I don't want to have to fucking police you. I don't want to have to worry about that type of shit. Like, that's how niggas go crazy, bro. For real. I've seen it happen in real time. Like, I've seen niggas lose their mind and full-blown crash out because of shit like this. Your girl don't reply to a couple of text messages. Now you driving around the city with your windows open yelling at shit. You look crazy. I can't handle that, bro. That's not my job. I got you.
What if you started talking to a girl? Would you start talking to a girl knowing she's like that already, like doing that, like wearing the shits outside, posting wild shits? Because you know what you're about.
I would let her know. I was like, look, I would love you, but you live a lifestyle that doesn't work with me. But I would love to be around you in a way where I don't have to emotionally invest in you and we can be cool. But I can't allow myself to do that. Bro, I know too well.
We're not trying to change people out here. We want them to live.
What?
We want them to live who they are. We ain't changing people around here.
It's not my
We just-
job. And let me tell you something. You ain't never gonna tell no grown woman what to do, fam. You not. You lose that battle 10 out of 10 times. A grown woman might agree with what the shit that you saying is, but the moment she doesn't trust the shit that you saying or she thinks she know better, she gonna do what she wanna fucking do. That's why you gotta fuck with people who see what you trying to see, or at least is willing to see your mind state on it and allow you to roll with them like that. You think you finna tell some grown woman take that off? Unless she into that shit. But I don't even want to play that game, fam. I don't play that shit, bro.
Period.
Saying, dude, you're not finna, man. I'm trying to tell you.
You can give her advice,
right?
Just
bro.
like she can give you advice. Yeah, y'all both giving each other suggestions, and you'll take it into account. But really, at the end of the day, it's the other person's choice.
And
It's like, am I listening or am I gonna do what I want to do?
Exactly, bro. That shit is not. No, bro. You lose that battle every time, my nigga. That's why when niggas end up getting cheated on, like I didn't see it coming. Like, bro,
did you look?
Right, bro. Like, you crazy? No, bro. No, man. No, you gonna lose that battle. You gotta find somebody whose ideals line up with yours. Not somebody you gotta come in with this bullshit with. You lose that battle every time. What's it called? We can go to. Let's put a pin in that. We can talk about the. What's good with you? What's it called? We can talk about the Super Bowl outrage. I know you didn't listen to Kendrick's new song yesterday. Did you?
He has a new song?
Oh my god. So yeah, we can talk about the Super Bowl outrage. We could talk about the Tyreek Hill thing. Not even a thing. It's just him being abused by police. What do you want to go to next?
Let's go to the Super Bowl thing.
All right. For the people who weren't online or didn't give a fuck, they announced who's going to be doing the Super Bowl halftime show in New Orleans, and it is going to be Kendrick Lamar, which not really a big surprise to everybody, but the outrage came when people were like, it should have been. We could have talked about the Shannon Sharp.
We'll hit up Shannon Sharp in it shortly.
Yeah,
definitely hit up Shannon Sharp shortly.
We can talk about the Shannon Sharp shit. What's it called? But yeah, people wanted Lil Wayne to do it, or said that it's not fair that Lil Wayne got looked over to do it. Couple of things. One, shut up, because none of you niggas, nobody gives a fuck. All right, most of y'all just come for the halftime show anyway. And it's not like y'all not gonna watch Kendrick. I don't have the fucking time. Get the fuck out of here with that. Two, I've never seen somebody take something more personal than Kendrick Lamar. And I pray that I get to his level of petty. Because to beat a nigga in a rap battle and then be like, oh, by the way, I'm gonna go and now do some shit in the Super Bowl. And while we don't know if that nigga's gonna do They Not Like Us, the hauntingness of him doing a full production of They Not Like Us during when the
imagine
when
if that nigga got like an orchestra.
The
orchestra They Not Like Us playing.
Oh my god, bro! I don't. That's a motherfucker you really don't want to smoke with. When that motherfucker really said he was the boogeyman, he meant that shit with his entire chest, and I respect it.
I laughed at the timing of everything when Drake had dropped his new song talking about his round 2. He's ready for round 2, and Kendrick is like in the fucking promotion for the Super Bowl. There's no round 2s, nigga. Now that was funny,
nigga. It's a giant fuck you. What up, Kelly? It's a giant fuck you on the back end, and I love it because I strive to be that type of petty.
I mean, not like us singing opera. I'm with Vic on this, or not the first part, but I do think Lil Wayne should have been picked. I understand why he was not picked, but I do think he should have been picked.
Why?
Because it's his fucking hometown. They do that shit all the time.
Why wasn't he picked when the Super Bowl was there and Beyonce did the halftime show?
Well,
Again,
Jay-Z.
nobody had anything to say then. All right. You want to know why he wasn't picked? Because nobody wants to see that shit. I love Lil Wayne. I think Lil Wayne is great. All right. Lil Wayne's live performances are not that great. So we got to stop with that
I've
bullshit.
never seen a Lil Wayne live performance. I really wanted to.
Go look
I've
them up.
never seen
Go look them up. They're not that great. All right. They're not that great. They're not that great.
In my opinion, right now is the reason why he wasn't picked is because honestly, Kendrick is probably one of the hottest rappers right now. And Lil Wayne hasn't really done much since his last album outside of like features on songs.
Not only that, but he is a known drug addict, nigga. You can't pull up to the Super Bowl smoking a blunt. You think them niggas gonna walk, like tell Wayne, hey man, don't smoke on here? He gonna be like, Coolio. No, they're gonna light a blunt on stage in front of all of white America. It's not gonna happen. That Jay-Z's wife, that's why. I don't know if Rock Nation was in charge of the shit when that happened though. While Jay-Z is in charge of what it is now, and again, I don't really think the halftime shows are bad. I don't think we've had a bad halftime show in the last 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think that's what it was. I think it was he got picked because Lemonade and all that shit just dropped. But
The more locks he combined, the more I don't want to hear him perform.
right, bro.
His locks do look crazy. His locks look absolutely insane.
Sometimes we gotta understand when our favorite artists are past their time. I don't know if Wayne is all the way past his time. However, Wayne is at the end of a run. Now, I say all that to say this. Kendrick got songs with Wayne. Why y'all acting like that nigga can't come out? He's just not the headliner. But he could come out. They have songs together. Like, you don't think Kendrick gonna tell that nigga pull up? And he, like,
I hope he does.
I get it.
Look,
but
I hope he does, because a Kendrick Wayne show, I'd watch. I saw Lil Wayne at Myth Nightclub when I was 16. He puts on a show. That was 16 years ago. That was a lot of drugs ago.
you know what I'm saying, bro? You know, that nigga went into cardiac arrest. like, what do you mean, bro?
I keep trying to drink out of this when there's literally nothing in here. Like, look at that. There's a swallow. I keep trying to drink out of it because I'm thirsty.
You thirsty as hell. You can go get other drinks real quick. We only got a half hour left.
Yeah, I can wait it out.
Now,
Also,
it brings
pick
up a
up this
really good
cup.
point.
This cup is fucking fire.
Yeah, that cup is dope. Make sure you got. Hold on. Let me go ahead.
It doesn't show well, but it's a BOF.
Wait, I'm trying to. Why are you not the big one? There we go.
Oh,
You be big. There we go. Put it on.
it's
The
the. It
Put it in the
doesn't
middle.
show well.
Put it in the middle. There you go.
This cup is fire. Honestly, it's a solid fucking cup. It's a metal straw. It's clean all the fucking time. It's a little bit cloudy right now because I had some vitamin C water in this bitch. But
Are you sick?
no, I just drink vitamin C water.
Oh, okay. But I ain't gonna hold you. Yesterday, I felt like shit. I had to figure it out. I don't know who to blame. Wayne got a shit deal with Birdman. Birdman took $100 million from Wayne, and he had to fight to get $50 million. Yeah. Speaking of which, you bring up a really good point, and that's also on the back end of this too. I do think. Wait.
I'm just laughing at. Yeah, I was faded.
Yeah. Vic, I just want to get back to the thing is that Pharrell and Jay-Z are locked in, and Pharrell and Birdman don't fuck with each other, and Pharrell and Wayne don't fuck with each other. So maybe there is a tinge of that, but I highly doubt it, yo. I think both of them people. I think Jay-Z understands a money move is a money move, and Jay-Z is good with Lil Wayne. Like they're locked in. So it might be a tinge of that, but I doubt it. But could be. We'll never know. I do think Kanye. Goddamn. I do think Kendrick is a hot hand, and you played a hot hand.
Yeah, Kendrick's definitely the hot hand. He's literally United West Coast rap.
All right, we can go ahead and do that. Yeah, but the game's in New Orleans. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
What's it called? We can move on to the Shannon Sharp thing.
All right.
Man.
So
yeah,
I'm gonna just explain what I've seen so far.
Go ahead.
I'm sure Jarrell has more information that he could drop on us. I have a gray hair right here, and it bothers me so much
Nobody would
I
have
don't.
known about it until you said it.
It's there and I see it. Also, I have gray eyelashes, and that bothers me.
You have a gray
You know,
eyelash?
I have 2 gray eyelashes,
Oh,
one on
yeah.
each side.
For a young man
Yeah.
like yourself, that's very
Dying.
uncharacteristic.
I'm dying, actually dying.
You're 22
Um,
man, that's crazy.
So Shannon Sharp, who has a podcast, does he have a show on ESPN or is he just a host of a show?
He is a co-host of a show called First Take.
Yep, co-host of a show, ex-football player. Accidentally went live on Instagram of just sounds of him fucking,
Clapping cheeks.
talking big shit during it. Well, now the part like I don't find anything crazy about it outside of I don't understand how you accidentally go live. There's 3 buttons you got to press in order.
Beating cheeks. Forward on page. Beat cheeks.
I feel like it's a lot harder to just accidentally go live. Also,
Cheeks.
Shannon Sharp literally said how he acts when he smashed him before live on the show, and it was true. And I don't see why people are surprised.
I don't have a problem with what he did. Like, accidents happen. It sucks that happened. And I think it was going crazy, bro. And also, 100%, I didn't look for this, man. Like, I didn't want any of this. All this information was thrown at me outside of my wanting to hear it. Shannon faking it. Vic, is everything a conspiracy? How you fake it, bro? Excuse me. I have a problem with that. I didn't want to see this video once I found out what it was. Unfortunately, how Twitter works is even if you don't want to see some shit, it's just gonna pop up for you. So that happened, unfortunately. But again, I just think an accident happened. It sucks how that went down. My problem with the situation was one, niggas who screen recorded it. What type of freaky shit is you on? You couldn't even see nothing, you nasty bastard. Like, what are you doing this for? What is this for? You doing this for likes? You doing this to repost? Real weirdo behavior. Get that shit together. 2, it was one lady specifically who went through Shannon's whole fucking Instagram friends list, looked up the lady's name that he was saying in the video, and was giving a list of who that it was. No one grunts like that. That nigga is 58 years old, bro. That nigga is fighting for his life. He is old. All the muscles he gotta carry around at that old age, that nigga was dying, bro.
Oh my god.
But the thing I wanted to talk to you about is like, do you feel like the level of like the line between entertainer and like being a personal person, like being a human, is completely destroyed at this point in life? Because like in my head, I would never think to do some shit like that. I don't know why you would think to do some shit like that. I don't know why you would look up who somebody is fucking like that off the strength of just, I'm nosy. Bitch, get a hobby. Like, what is wrong with you? No choice but to video on my FYP. Yeah, see, and that's the other thing too. I don't like that I didn't want to see it, and he sounded like a werewolf. It's crazy. But I didn't want to see this shit, bro. But people force it on you, and I don't know if they're doing it to get some like get back of like, hey man, we're doing this to be like to
video. I want to see it. Just go ahead and look up Shannon Sharp on TikTok.
Yeah, it's literally not hard to find. But yeah, man, I don't know what the end game is for people who do weird shit like that. Stop being weird though.
Is the weird shit sharing it? Is that what you're talking about?
It's the screen recording it and sharing it. It's the looking at his friends list to see who the woman that he fucking is, and then posting it on the internet of who you
see.
Think
I see one of those. I see one of those as weird shit. I don't see the other ones as weird shit.
What's the other
It's
one?
human. I think the looking up who it is on his friends list, weird as fuck.
Okay.
Weird topic. Or weird thing to do. I don't think, like, in my opinion, screen recording it isn't that like weird. I would expect people to do that. Evidence or not evidence, just recorded history is all it is, in my opinion. God, type in his name so I don't forget. Jesus. Like people do like screen cap shit all the time for fucking history's sake, and also people found it funny, and people say funny shit.
What part of history is that going to be on, nigga? Niggas ain't finna go Pearl Harbor, 9/11, Shannon fucking. So what history do we need?
Shannon fucking.
Like, we don't need that, bro.
If it's on the internet, it's on the internet. It's everybody's property at that point.
Yeah.
And that's how people see it. Everything we do on this show it's everybody's property. So
I love how Vic don't say ain't no accidents in this bitch. And you might be right. Everything might be for the game of it. I do see the other side. I don't think that he was in a position where the age-old drop a sex tape to get him talking about you again was where he needed to be at. Again, he's on a successful morning show during football season. He has a successful football show that he does damn near every night, or a successful football podcast that he does damn near every night. So I don't know. Kelly, this isn't how I wanted you to learn these skills, yo. That's crazy work. Crazy work.
This is how. Now it's about to be screen record everything. So I read Vic's message wrong. I thought he was saying they screen recorded it for clout, because I do believe people did that. I don't think Shannon recorded it for clout.
You're saying the people who recorded it did it for clout. I got you. I thought you meant Shannon did it for clout. That's what I did. My fault, brother.
Yeah, if he said Shannon recorded it for clout, like he accidentally did it, I don't think that, because I don't think he needs the clout. He's already
I don't think he's
one of the bigger interviewers out there right now. But I think people screen recorded it for clout and like reposted it for clout because it brings views to them. It brings shit to them. They get shit from it.
And dude,
just like paparazzis take pictures of people for clout, for money, for shit.
Do you not think that type of behavior and niggas who do that type of shit is like the ultimate weird lame nigga shit to do? Yeah, I got you, Vic. My fault, bro. Yeah, I thought you were saying Shannon needed to fuck to get people to look at him. I was like, my nigga's making it. What do you mean? But I got you. I got you. Oh my god. First of all, this is why I
Dajanico in a freak masterclass.
I need y'all to get this together immediately. We did not get this show together so y'all can
Time out. The freak masterclass is in session apparently.
Get it together. But like, I think
paparazzis.
Go ahead.
I think paparazzis are weird, but also understand why their job exists, because people want to see this shit. I think the lengths that people go to, like the paparazzi go to get pictures of it, wild as fuck. But their job wouldn't exist if people wouldn't want to see it.
But I think it's all part of the ecosystem of mental illness. Like, I'm not bullshit. I think you have something wrong with you. Maybe back in the day, I kind of understood the paparazzi's need more for me, because again, these people weren't posting pictures on internet and didn't have their own social media teams and everything like that to do it. But now, like, when people want you to see them, they'll make sure that you see them. So there's no need for being paparazzi. Like, I really think, in my head, when I think about niggas who run up on people and take pictures of them leaving their house or at the airport or trying to buy groceries, like, nigga, you weird. You a weird nigga. You a weird broke nigga. That's crazy. To yell, I'm broke and weird out loud like that. It's insane to me, man. And same with that lady. I ain't gonna call her a bitch, but same with that lady who was looking up the people in his friends list to find out who he was fucking. That don't make your life better, weirdo. Get this shit together.
Yeah, all of them are weird. However, again, none of it would be even a thing if nobody can or nobody want to see. But people want to see this shit. They're like, oh shit, he did this. I want to see.
Weird.
He did. There was a recording of this. I want to hear it.
Weird, bro. Weird behavior. Weird behavior. You need help.
Think about if we didn't get the Mel Gibson fucking phone call to his wife calling her a nigga.
Okay, go ahead with that though.
That would Mel Gibson would just be out here.
Okay, who dropped the tape though?
I don't even remember.
His wife. It was a first person situation. It wasn't somebody found these messages. His wife released it. She released it to show the abuse that she was dealing with dealing with Mel Gibson. It was a reason behind it. You feel me? So it wasn't just her doing it. Like,
so if it was somebody in the situation that released the video, you're fine with it.
Yeah, because this is a first-hand account. But even then, that comes with certain shit. Like him yelling obscenities and racial slurs at her. Absolutely do that. They show, hey man, this motherfucker is crazy. He's abusive, and I'm about to run his fucking pockets for this shit. But like, you know when like celebrities be getting into back and forth and they be releasing like DMs and shit, or people being like, "Oh, you was in my DMs." That part is a little bit murky for me.
What's happening in our chat right now?
I have no idea. What are y'all doing?
Why is it always Dajanique? Every time. Why is it always Dajanique? What is happening?
Every time. Get it together, all of y'all, man.
He said that? Kelly, this was years ago. This was years ago that he was out here calling his wife. He wasn't saying just nigga. He was throwing hard ERs out here.
He said, I'll never forget it. He's saying he hoped his wife got ganged hard by a pack of niggas.
By a gang of them.
I
didn't know this was running pack of them. Oh my god, yeah, he was wilding outside. Dajanique, that's not the word you use.
Yeah, Mel Gibson's a piece of shit, man. It really sucks too, because I love Mad Max. Oh, that's cute.
I don't think I've seen it.
The original Mad Max?
No.
Anyway, we got 10 minutes left. You got anything you want to get into before we get up out of here?
Oh, so we got 7 more minutes. I don't think I got anything I really want to get into too much. Is there anything we haven't talked? We haven't talked about the football player.
Yeah, Tyreek Hill. He's playing right now. For those of y'all who don't know, Tyreek Hill was arrested before his game last Sunday. The police video came out where they were shown. Apparently, they said he was speeding, but it was three cops on motorcycles who walked up to him, and you can see that they were on some different type of time. And they weren't like, "Hey, license registration." They were talking to him crazy, telling him to get out the car, telling him that he got to do what they want him to do. His teammates tried to come over and help him. The cops were threatening them, saying, "Hey, we'll arrest you too. Get the fuck out of here." All this extra shit. The video came out. The cop is on suspended leave or whatever the fuck. The police department did reach out to Tyreek, but Tyreek said, "Fuck them niggas, fire him." And my frustration is two things. One, I don't like the biggest argument people had against Tyreek being treated like this and it being okay was saying like he wasn't being cooperative. While he did follow directions, he was just like, "Why are y'all at my car? What are y'all doing?" The cop was yelling at him to roll his window all the way down. He rolled it down enough to where he was just like, "Listen, we can talk and I can hand you shit, but I'm not trying to roll my window all the way down." And that's when they started acting crazy. And even with that, man, why is it okay? Why does everybody have to be perfect, but the motherfuckers who can kill you? Why do they get to have moments of lapses or get to have understanding moments of being like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I was fearful for my life. Why does everybody have to go to the T of the word before they can to justify cops being pieces of shit in these situations? It bothers me so fucking much because, like, bro, like you can be an asshole, but I can't. You can talk to me crazy, but I talk to you crazy, and automatically everything that all this abuse that you're putting on me is now justified. Go fuck yourself. I hate that shit with all my spirit, bro. And then, again, going back to Shannon Sharp and his show, his co-host is Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith is a major voice in sports, and growing up, I really looked up to him. And again, you can look at damn near what sports talk is now, and you can see his thumbprint on it. A lot of hot takes, a lot of big personalities, niggas being funny, still being knowledgeable to an extent, but it's more for the entertainment purpose rather than the education purpose or giving an opinion on some shit that you can follow the logic to. But the biggest problem with Stephen A. fucking Smith is that a lot of times he's on the wrong slide when it comes to black athletes having to deal with shit like this or shit in the media. And it's been so fucking frustrating to grow up and find out that the people that you looked up to, the people that you were really hyped to meet one day, are fucking morons. And I just wanted to get that off my chest, bro. I'm so fucking...
I can tell. I can tell.
Bro, I'm so fucking tired of this dude, dog. Because for everything that he is, for saying that he amplifies black voices, for saying and giving back to HBCUs and everything like that, he has these moments where he just talks out of his ass, bro. And I'm so fucking sick of this shit, bro. I'm genuinely tired. So fuck him for that bullshit he was saying, and fuck them cops for harassing Tyreek Hill. Oh my god. No, I can't say what I want to say. But anyway, yeah, I just had to get that off my chest.
How that Tupac song go?
What?
Fuck the bitch and the bitch, or fuck the click or fuck the bitch and the click you playing.
Rest side till we die. Come and quit with gang. You can't do this, but I fucked your wife. Yeah, fuck them niggas, bro. For real. Fuck them niggas. I hate that shit. I'm not saying all cops are bad. What I am saying is that there's a lot of bad cops. All right. So I'm really getting tired of this narrative. I'm tired of having to feel like I got to be perfect in every interaction with a cop. I remember when we got fucking pulled over when we was driving together. This nigga Miles asked me to reach in the fucking glove compartment to get some shit. I said, no, thank you.
I said open. That's all I said.
Nah, because I ain't trying to move shit. I stayed on my phone with my hands where they were at. Because again, like we said earlier, we don't get a lot of second chances, bro. Niggas will kill you. And even if you do everything perfect, you might get shot. So
I did everything. I did one thing wrong, and they were just like, whoop. Whoop. I wasn't speeding. I wasn't doing anything. I made a turn. I got to a light. Realized I had to turn left at this light instead of go straight. So instead of just like backing up and going into the next lane, I like tilted my car into the lane. No one was there. It was 2:00 in the morning. So I'm like, tilt my car to go in this lane. I'm mostly in the turn lane, a little bit in the fucking drop in the straight lane. Cop pulls up behind me, lets me make the turn, and then whoop, we caught you speeding over the bridge and you made an illegal turn. And I'm like, I didn't go over a bridge.
Yeah, you was going back and forth with that nigga about the speed.
That's because I was
all right, bro.
I didn't speed. Like, first off, I've been watching my speed limit. Secondly, I didn't go over a fucking bridge. I literally made a turn and then another turn from a house.
Wait, hold on. Gray. Oh my God, Gray. So listen. This motherfucker told me to open the fucking box, right? He told me to open the box. I'm like, nigga, I ain't trying to open no fucking box. But
The cop wasn't even there anymore. The cop walked away.
The cop went back to his shit. But he was like, nigga, all you gotta say is, nigga, I thought I saw your hands. Now we fucking Swiss cheese in this bitch.
The cop wasn't even at the car. I just needed you to look.
But listen, the setup was this. So he tells me to fucking open the box. I'm like, I ain't opening shit. I don't want to move my hands. He opens the box. He looks for his insurance shit, right? He doesn't find his insurance shit. I'm like, well, where's your insurance shit? He's like, well, it should be on my phone. I'm like, well, nigga, what's the point of opening the fucking box for? He doesn't find it on his phone. We got out of that shit. Because the cop had to pull somebody else over in a parking lot like a block away, fam. And he just gave Miles more and we all went the fuck home, bro. But yes, that nigga did try to get me set up because he knew that shit wasn't in there. So why should I
thought it was. No, I swear, I got a paper copy of my insurance. I found it later. I do have a paper copy of my insurance, so I got it. I did not have a virtual copy on my phone because I got new insurance. But yeah, it wasn't trying to set you up. I was just needed to get into the glove compartment, and I didn't want to reach into your lap to do it.
Well, nigga, hey, I won my hand getting shot. Excuse me.
Police just be pulling people over and say, "Paul."
There. I
no reason.
Calvin was there.
Yeah, Calvin was there. Calvin was passed out in the back.
Yeah, man.
Should have kept your ass at my place for 30 more minutes, Keisha. I don't have a problem getting pulled over by cops if I did something wrong. If I know I fucked up, I'm like, yeah, they got me. But I didn't do anything wrong. He just wanted the problem. He said he clocked me going 48 over the bridge. And I'm like, first off, my car hasn't been above 30 since I gotten it a block and a half ago.
Hilarious.
I turned right and then left immediately. I didn't go over a bridge. So now you're just lying out here. Now you're actively lying to me. On me. You're lying on me. I'm the one in the driver's seat.
Oh, that nigga was fighting that shit. It was so fucking
If you
funny.
won't give me I'm fighting it. If he would have gave me a ticket for that, I definitely would have been in court. I would have been in court. I would have been like, you can look at my GPS for the day. I took a right off this street and then a left off the next street.
Yeah, that shit was crazy, bro. That shit was crazy. Anyway, again, I want to say, do I think all cops are bad? No, not at all. Again, my interactions with police have been up and down. My personal in-life interactions with police have never been left or right. They've been straight, like, cool and everything like that. But seeing two interactions that they had with my father when I was younger, one while he was driving a church van, and another one when they came to our house to talk to a white man that was in our parking lot going crazy. They were talking to my dad insane, fam. And that's when I was like, oh, like, this is why my dad tells me the shit that he tells me. We don't get second chances out here, fam. If it's up, it's up. So I don't have time for that. And again, I don't think all cops are bad, but I do think there's a lot of bad cops.
I know we're over the time, but I gotta tell this story because there was a story when I was 13 or 14. I was outside playing with my friend from across the street, and we was just big chilling, playing outside. I think we were playing remote control cars or something, just having a good time. A cop pulls up on us and was just like, hey, come talk to me for a moment. I'm like, why? I go up because I was taught to respect authority, respect cops and authority, and listen to what they say. He was just like, where have you been? Blah, 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 blah. Where's your parents at? And this is like 3:00 in the afternoon or something on a Saturday. It was like, I'm just chilling outside doing nothing. I'm like, my mom's in the house and blah, blah. And they're like, let's get your mom. And like, he's like walking with me to get her. Then they told me that I fit the description of somebody they were looking for that was in a domestic dispute. My bad. I had fucked up that word. Domestic dispute. And they're like, my mom was just like, he's 14. He's a child outside playing with children. How is he fitting a description? So yeah, that's my experience with cops.
Stupid bullshit, bro. Stupid bullshit. I ain't got time for it, dog. I ain't got time for it. And the fact that I know that my life could be taken and just be chalked up to, oh, the cop made a mistake, or he feared for his life, or some other blah blah horseshittery. It pisses me off in ways that I can't put the words, bro. And again, to see people feel like you're a public servant, bro. Your job is to be a public servant. Your job is to help people. So for you to come in on some fucking Homelander shit, thinking you really that nigga, is so irritating. And the fact that you've gotten this cover to where if I say how I feel, or if I react out of bounds, not even threatening to you, but to something that you deem is a way you don't like, I could lose my life behind it. It's bullshit. I fucking hate this shit. I fucking hate this shit so fucking much, bro. And I hate having to see. I just hate having to see this shit and deal with it. So if you a cop and you watching this show, man, I hope you take something with you, dog. Like, I really do. And I know it's not like, I know for the good cops, a lot of them get put in positions where they want to speak up, but it's shunned upon because you're supposed to be riding for the team that you're on. But fuck all that shit, nigga. Fuck them and fuck that dumbass mind state. You're all public fucking servants, dude. You're here to help. You're here to make sure people are safe. You are not here to be the danger. So get that shit together, man. Go fuck yourself.
You are not here to be the danger. I don't know why that would hit. So yeah, this is our show for today. We talked about a lot of great things. We had a lot of great shows. I appreciate everyone being here. I appreciate the boys at the Lemon Pepper Podcast, Pratik and
Brian, and who else was over there?
Pratik, Brian, Theben, and I can't
want to call him Corey. Diego.
Huh?
Diego, right?
Yeah. Diego. Theben and Pratik are actual friends of mine. Like, I met them at work before, and I'm glad they are doing big things out there. So, check out Lemon Pepper Pod. Check out our episode. I had it posted on Facebook and my Instagram, I think. And really, just appreciate everyone being here. We will see you guys next week.
Put the merch up.
Love you. Oh, yeah.
Buy our shit. And share our show. And like the show. All right?
Oops.
We should have been at 500 by now. And that's kind of our fault, too. But we got to get it. We're going to get on this shit. So make sure you buy our shit. Share our shit. Like our shit. Tell somebody else about the show if you took anything away from it today.
I thought y'all was making up names for a second. No. Pratik, Theben, Brian, and Diego. I don't think it's Diego. I might be wrong about Diego.
I thought it was Diego.
I feel like it might be and it might not be. I don't know. It's a very stereotypical.
You're not gonna make me racist. You gonna say
that episode is racist enough. Just know everything said there is jokes. And bye everyone.